Well, hello, 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 Divine family. Welcome to my channel, Divine Truth Tarot. Welcome to our channel, Divine Truth Tarot. Thank you so much for being here and for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your comments, for your support. Thank you to our moderators, to anyone who's donated to the channel, the Amazon wish list. I have some amazing, amazing decks that I'm able to choose from now. So I'm so grateful for all of you. Just for being present, for being here, for being on this journey with each other and with me. And thank you. You teach me as much as I teach you. So thank you so much. And we are going to do a reading today, just checking in with the energies of what's coming up for the twin flames. And what's the next chapter in our journey? What's coming up? What do we need to start preparing for? This is what Spirit wants me to discuss at this time. So what do we need to start preparing for? We're reaching the second half now of 2020, which is wild. So let's talk about that. Let's see what's coming up, what's going to be shaking things up. And if you guys would like a personal reading, if you're so desiring that, or True Purpose coaching session, or a Reiki healing session, I offer all those services. You can reach out to me at the description box in the description box below. You know what I'm trying to say. You can reach out to me via email and we can get that scheduled. So let's go ahead and get started on this reading. So Divine, what would you like the twin flames to know at this time regarding these connections? You know, there's tower moments happening for the divine masculines. There are dark nights of the soul. There's also shakeups in karmic relationships and karmic cycles, ending of karmic cycles. We have eclipses and retrograde season. So what do we need to know at this time? What do we need to know at this time, Divine, for how to move forward with greater ease? What do we need to know at this time, Divine? One more shuffle. What do we need to know at this time, Divine? Regarding these connections, regarding what's coming up. What's around the corner for these connections so that we can prepare. You can be mentally and emotionally prepared, physically prepared. Okay, that's... We're only going to take these, okay? There's a lot of energy there. So we have silence. There we go. We have silence and change. Now, there's definitely a void. We've been discussing this. It's come up actually in some of the readings. There's definitely a void. And there's a time for contemplation. You know, there's a time for action. There's a time for contemplation. So I think this is going to end up being a Divine Feminine reading. Divine Feminine, this is a time for rest and recuperation. I don't know about you, but not only have I been having serious backaches, you know, to me, the back is connected to the past and letting go of the past and releasing things, releasing burdens, but also major, major sleepiness. I mean, to the point where you can barely keep your eyes open during the day. So if you guys are experiencing any of those symptoms of ascension, let me know in the comments below. You are definitely not alone. It's been really challenging this whole week. But change is definitely afoot. So, you know, this is like a preparatory stage. Like I've been saying, separation is preparation for union. So we're in this period of contemplation, of deep rest, and sleeping a lot, you know, going through these ascension symptoms, probably cutting off from a lot of our 3D connections or a lot of 3D communication because it's just exhausting to us and feels really heavy. And I don't know about you, but I don't really know how to respond to a lot of 3D conversations or communication anymore. It just doesn't seem meaningful. And I cannot put my effort or energy into anything that is not helping me to ascend and to grow at this time. So if it's anything lower level, like gossip, or lower level, just even relationship issues or things that are just, I'm like, I just, and it's not even a rudeness. It's just, I don't have the energy or capacity to hold space for that anymore. So I wonder if you guys are feeling that. I know that you guys are feeling that as well. So let me know and share your story. so that we can help support each other. But in this silence, in this deep rest and reprieve, there's change. So it's always, the silence is preceding the change. So the change is coming in. There's, this doesn't even feel like a chaotic change. This actually feels like a very balanced change. We have the yin and the yang. So divine feminine, divine masculine energies are being balanced within. So that's what's going on. And I feel like that's what's taking up a lot of our capacity, a lot of our energy right now, is just that balancing of the energies, guys. And I definitely feel like the divine feminine is changing many things in her external environment. So changing jobs, changing homes. Even if you're not changing homes, you're redecorating at this time. You are changing your look, cutting your hair, changing the way you dress, or just changing your appearance in some way. And this tends to happen a lot when Venus is in retrograde, as it is right now. So that doesn't surprise me at all. There's changing of appearances, changing of thought patterns, changing of schedules, changing of the way you do things. If you were a night person, maybe you're becoming a morning person, or vice versa. And there's just this energy of the shifting. I just feel this massive shifting. It's like an undercurrent of energy that can be felt. Everybody knows this change is coming. Divine Feminine says, I know, I feel this change is coming, but I just can't see it yet in my 3D. Why? Because there's a rebirth. There's a rebirth happening. There's a phoenix rising from the ashes moment, Divine Feminine, where you're starting to realize that you're not the woman or man that you were, but you're not yet the woman or man that you're going to become. You're somewhere in the middle, which can be uncomfortable and can be fear-inducing sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. And that's the beautiful thing, Divine Feminine. It doesn't have to be. This can definitely be a place where you just allow yourself to rest and enjoy the changes and enjoy the shifts. And instead of wrestling, instead of fighting it, you're just going to be calm. You could either fight this or you can remain calm and resilient. So what's it going to be, Divine Feminine? What's it going to be? What's your choices? Are you going to allow this to be chaotic and stressful, or are you going to allow this to just be calm and easy? We don't have a choice necessarily for the things that happen to us, but we do have a choice in how we respond and react. And responding is always better than reacting. Well, how do we respond versus react? We step back from the situation. We give it space and time. We deep breathe. We breathe deeply. Okay, we just give ourselves time. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see exhaustion either. So physical exhaustion, emotional and mental exhaustion, I've definitely been feeling all of these. And I've been telling anybody who purchases a private reading, please understand that there is a wait right now for readings, not just because I've got quite a few, but also because I don't push myself to do 5, 6, 7, 8 readings a day. That would be way too much. It would be energy intensive, and it wouldn't be fair. So if you are purchasing a reading, please understand there's a 1.5 to 2 week waiting period at this time, so that I can give you my energy, my time, and my attention in the most full way possible. If I were to try to do 6, 7, 8 readings a day, I would be utterly exhausted. And in fact, I don't do more than 3 or 4 a day. And there's a reason for that. So just understand that readings take energy. I'm tapping into your energy. I'm tapping into your twins' energy, your ancestors, your guides. So I just felt the need to kind of speak that so that people understand why there's a wait. It's not just I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs, but I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the best of the best and the best of me. But there's definitely an energy of exhaustion. So Divine Feminine, a rebirth is exhausting. A rebirth causes you to, feel shaken up. And what's interesting is as the Divine Masculine is going through all of these changes, I do feel like some of this exhaustion the Divine Feminine is picking up is absolutely the Divine Masculine's energy. So understand, Divine Feminine, that it's not all your energy, and some of it is also the collective's energy. As the collective starts to go back to work in the outer world, things are not the same, and people are feeling very stressed and confused and exhausted because they've had all this time to basically rest and spend time with family. And it's very stressful to have to go back to trying to operate the way things were when things aren't the way they were, if that makes any sense, which I have a feeling it makes sense to all of you. So there's definitely an exhaustion at the collective level, and Divine Feminines, of course, pick up the slack for the collective. It's just what we do. We're amazing. And yet, after this rebirth, after this period of exhaustion, just utter and sheer exhaustion on every level, divine feminine, after this massive change that's occurring, this rumbling underneath the surface, and this deep rest period, guess what? We have abundance. So abundance, and I just saw 1010. Abundance is right around the corner. Having everything you wanted with ease, just magnetically attracting things to you, the law of manifestation, the law of attraction, rather than having to fight for it or having to, oh, it's so hard. I'm trudging through the muck and I'm barely making ends meet. No more. On the other side of this, coming up over the next 6 months here, 7 months of, as we finish out 2020, these are the energies of the remainder of the year. There's definitely this energy of abundance after the rebirth. It's kind of like the rains are coming right now. The rains are here. It's actually rainy season here too, but the rains are coming. And then after the rains come, we have the rainbow. We have the grass that gets watered so that things can grow, so that flowers can grow and things can spring up and beautiful things can arise from the thunder and the lightning and the storm. So after the storm, we have the beauty. So what else is coming up for divine feminines? What other patterns are coming up right now for the divine feminines? Okay, it's just a lot, so I'm gonna actually put those back. Can we be more clear, Spirit, please? What else is coming up for divine feminines? Yeah, there's definitely past life energy, and that's why the exhaustion, guys. I mean, when we're going through past lives, there's a lot of past life healing going on right now, especially lifetimes in Egypt that have been extremely powerful, but also extremely, I'm searching for the right word. For anyone who resonates with past lifetimes in Egypt like I do, there's been this energy of deep pain, physical abuse, war, and your identity or essence being stripped from you. So this is not easy work, to go through and heal past life pain. Or this is also in regards to losing your divine counterpart in a past life and feeling the pain and the loss of losing them in a very traumatic or violent way. So I don't want to bring those energies necessarily into this reading, but this does need to be spoken for those who it will resonate for. Past life regression therapy can be very beneficial. Early next year, when I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist, which I am studying for right now, I'm actually in school for that, state certified school, I will be offering past life regression therapy. So that's a modality that I'm really excited to be offering. I've been interested in this for years, and I will be offering it at a very skilled level. I've chosen the best of the schools, and I'm very excited. But in the meantime, divine feminine, just understand that this is where this is coming from, and that's why there's all this exhaustion. So what else, divine, what else can you tell us about past lives? What else can you tell us about past lives? What else can you tell us about past lives? What else can you tell us about past lives for the divine feminine? Yeah, not surprised. Yeah. There was fighting, there was battles, battle worn is what I'm hearing, battle weary. So, if you were the male in a past life, doesn't have to be necessarily Egypt. That's just what I'm picking up on. You were definitely injured in battle and possibly, died in battle, and leaving the divine feminine extremely brokenhearted. So there's a lot of heavy energy here. I don't really want to spend too much time there in this reading. This could be a totally separate reading, but I just want to make that clear that if you're feeling this extreme pain and exhaustion right now and extreme heartache, this could be part of what you're going through, a big part of what you're going through actually. And okay, let's go ahead and switch the narrative here. So divine, actually we're going to go back to my beloved Light Seer Tarot. I'm actually in love with this deck. If you can be in love with a deck, in love with an inanimate object, it would be this. I'm in love with my deck. Okay, so divine feminines, Okay, 10 of Swords energy. Yes, completion of a cycle. 10 indicating completions, right? Ace is indicating beginnings, 10 indicating completions. So there's absolutely a completion of a cycle. And this to me speaks of leaving something behind, okay? So, you know, leaving something behind and really a painful ending. This is definitely some of this past life energy definitely coming through. Painful endings, being stabbed in the back, and you know, feeling like you were stabbed in the back maybe by your people actually. But this is also about healing and finding the hope and resiliency. So this could be, again, past lives. I'm definitely feeling strong past life energy. It just doesn't want to leave this reading. So I'm picking up on that for whoever needs to hear this as a form and modality of healing, and not to dwell on the negative, of course. But I'm also feeling very much of this energy that Divine Feminine is closing out painful cycles in her past. So we mirror each other. So just as our Divine Masculine is closing out painful cycles, the Divine Feminine is, but in a different way. So this could be with a parent, a father, or a mother. Or this could even be healing, you know, of past relationships. You've thought you've done your healing, but things are popping up and more things are popping up to be healed within your romantic, intimate relationships. But definitely feminines are embracing hope. And I also feel like the divine is just telling me that, of course, this can be a painful ending with your counterpart, where we had to end a painful cycle that was just on repeat. It was like rinse, cycle, repeat for most of us. The Divine Feminine had to step up and gain her strength and walk away from this connection. She had to completely walk away and leave her counterpart feeling deserted and feeling abandoned and going through the dark night of the soul alone, because these masculines were refusing to leave karmic situations, whatever that karmic situation might be for them. And the Divine Feminine was not to be wrapped up in that energy, so she was asked to step back. The Divine said, step back. And so she did. And this has left the masculine feeling betrayed, feeling abandoned, and feeling very much alone. You know, he already felt lonely in these karmic relationships, but now he's feeling even lonelier without his Divine Feminine there. It feels very cold and isolating. But so this is definitely speaking of the Divine Feminine's power in knowing what she had to do to actually teach her masculine what needed to be done, and to teach him how to be able to go through this transition and this rebirth and this ascension process, the beginning of awakening on his own. Because, you know, we're not here to fix or heal each other as twin flames. We're not here to be each other's knight in shining armor. This is not a fairy tale. We are here to help each other heal ourselves. So your masculine's here to help you heal, Divine Feminine, and Divine Feminine, you're here to help your masculine heal. So tell me more about Ten of Swords, Spirit. Tell me more about Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay. So the Hanged Man energy, you know, this Divine Feminine had to pull back her energy for the Divine Masculine to be able to get out of that Hanged Man energy, so he would actually make a decision, so that he would stop being in that energy of back and forth, I don't know, indecisiveness. It had to happen, and Divine Feminine knew that, but it was painful for her to initiate it and painful for the Divine Masculine to feel it. So there's this energy of the Divine Masculine of really feeling like an identity crisis, of really feeling like stabbed in the back, honestly, by the Divine Feminine. Yeah, I'm picking up on some interesting energies for this reading. So the Divine Masculine there's definitely anger. There's definitely been anger towards his counterpart for leaving him out in the cold, but also just feeling like he doesn't know who he is without the warmth of the Divine Feminine. But this is exactly what he needs to go through, the Divine Feminine. So can we clarify Eight of Swords, please? Clarifying Eight of Swords. Can we clarify Eight of Swords? Clarify Eight of Swords, please. Spirit, that's a lot of cards. I don't want to read them all. Okay. Five of Swords. It's a lot of swords. A lot of swords energy here. A lot of painful feelings. There's definitely confusion here for the divine masculine. You know, the Five of Swords to me, guys, is very much indicating a masculine who is experiencing loss and feels confused. And there's definitely been conflict. There's been conflict in his life. Since the divine feminine has left, there's been nothing but pain, is what I just heard. There's been nothing but pain. Now, I'm just going to check out these cards because they did all fall out with the Five of Swords. So the divine masculine is walking away from things that no longer serves him. And this is causing pain. This is causing loss. It's causing pain. It's causing fear. It's causing anger. It's causing sadness. It's causing everything, because this is everything the divine masculine has ever knew. And it's like, I'm definitely seeing some of these masculines holding up in a hotel and just really feeling very alone in their feelings and their thoughts and their emotions, not opening up to anyone, including the divine feminine, because again, the divine feminine is not here to save them. And on some level, they know this, and they're also protecting her from their current energies and their current situation. And then we also have the Hierophant in the World. So 2 cards indicating the universe is at play here in these connections. So with all of these endings happening, right? The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, endings, the 5 of Swords, the Hangman, the 8 of Swords, all of this painful energy that wanted to just come up into this reading after. This is definitely a heavy reading, guys, but this is what wanted to come through. So the World and the Hierophant, the World being the last card of the major arcana, the Fool being the first card. Now, the divine masculine is in this place. So this is some positive energy that we can infuse into this reading. The divine masculine is in this place. Let's pull up the Page of Wands also, because this also flew out with these cards. So the divine masculine wants to, this is about discovering new abilities, discovering new talents, discovering new gifts. And he's doing this through really a joyous moment, like finding the joy. There are moments of joy for the divine masculine. There's moments of illumination. There's moments of spiritual, godlike essence is what I'm hearing. The divine masculine is starting to realize that he is a particle of God. He is a spirit in a human body. He's really starting to embody this fact now and embody this truth that I am not stuck. I am not stuck in my circumstances. I am not stuck by my choices and decisions, and I am not glued to my past. I don't have to continue to just be in pain and continue to choose pain. I can choose differently. I can free myself. I can choose to do things I love and that make me feel good and happy. So the World card indicates closing out of cycles. Okay, this is a completion of karmic cycles. This is about joy, feeling whole, happy endings, new levels of consciousness, and also traveling the world. So doing some, I feel this is a lot of spiritual traveling and spiritual awakening, but this can also indicate physical travel. So after this painful ending, okay, after this painful ending where he has to light his own path because the divine feminine is no longer there to light his path at this present time, there is joy on the other side of this. So thank God for that, right? There's joy. And these cards are all indicating Page of Wands, the Hierophant, the World, all indicating that there's joy to be had. There is joy to be experienced. And the divine masculine is really starting to wake up to the fact that this is a journey. This is not a destination. This is a journey, and it will come full circle, and it's starting to come full circle. He's starting to really open up his eyes. Is there a last message that the divine masculine would like to speak to his divine feminine? So it's interesting that this started out being a divine feminine reading, and then we definitely got into the divine masculine energies. It's funny how they just creep in like that, huh? You guys, divine masculines, if you're out there, you're just creeping in. Creeping into our reading, huh? Oh my goodness. I'm not going to get that card. I'm just not. Well, this came up in yesterday's reading. So the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a card very much indicating happy, healthy, abundant home, Pentacles, stability, 10, completion. This is beautiful. really loving this energy, guys, really, really adoring this energy. The divine masculine sees a future with his divine feminine, and he sees it full of joy and fulfillment and children and the dog and the white picket fence and all of those things. Not really the white picket fence, but you guys catch the drift. Divine masculine sees you as his future. You know, he sees you as the world. You are the world to the divine masculine. Can we get another message from our beloveds just because we want another message and we're feeling greedy? Just because we deserve it. Here's the King of Cups coming up again. Two of Pentacles, balancing out. Love this. The divine masculine is saying, not only do I want to offer my queen stability, not only do I want to offer her stability, but here's the King of Cups again. This came up in yesterday's reading. Watch it if you haven't. The King of Cups is offering his feminine, his queen, a very emotionally open side of him, a very vulnerable side of him, okay? Very loving side of him, very spiritually aware side of him. And Two of Pentacles, offering balance, okay? Two of Pentacles, offering balancing out the energies and really seeking harmony and equilibrium inside of this connection. You know, really wanting to bring his queen stability, just stability. He's saying, I'm not going anywhere. I really feel like a solid energy here. I'm not going anywhere, divine feminine. I'm not going to pull that again. I'm not going to come in and out. I won't do that to you again. So when I do come in, no matter how long it takes, forget about the time, because when I do come in, it's going to be solid and stable. And that, my friends, is your happily ever after, divine feminine. That's the happily ever after you want. So I hope this reading illuminated some things for you, divine feminine, and any divine masculines watching. I hope it brings you joy and hope and faith and peace, restores that if it's been lost in your hearts and in your minds. Please share, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All of those things help our channel grow. And again, if you'd like any of my personal services that I offer for my clients, you can reach out to me at the email in the description box below. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Blessed be to all of our counterparts and all of our connections. And may we all come into permanent physical 3D union in the most divine way in this lifetime. And so it is. Aho. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be well, guys.